everyone, Chris here, and welcome to my channel, and welcome to my TBR video for the SeasonAthon Academy. So this is the former fall into reading, like this would have been a fall into reading readathon, and they happen seasonally, so I believe there's one for winter, summer, and spring, and they've morphed it into a school type readathon with different categories. And by they, I mean Kaylani, Clint, and Mel. I will have their channels linked in the description below along with their announcement videos. And I'm really excited to participate. So for this readathon, you have to read 5 books. There are 5 different categories, 2 of which are required reading and 3 of which give you a bunch of different prompt options that you can choose from. So first for required reading is everybody has to take English 1010. And for this, you need to read whatever you want. It's a pretty easy prompt. I was very excited when I saw this. And so for this, I'm going to read Shorefall by Robert Jackson Bennett. This is the second book in the Founders trilogy. I read Foundry Side last month, gave it 5 stars, absolutely loved it, wanted to continue on with the trilogy in September. So this seemed like a no-brainer. This is a book I am dying to get to because I want to know what happens next. I really enjoy the world and the magic in this series, and I am just chomping at the bit to dive back in. I've also been trying to make it a point to be more on top of, if I'm going to start a series, to actually read it in a somewhat timely manner. So this was always going to be in my September TBR, so I saw no reason not to stick it on my SeasonAthon Academy TBR as well. Next is Math 1010, and to determine what your prompt is for this, you have to add your birthday together. And that means each of the digits in your birthday until you get a single digit number. And for me, that number is 5. So my book must end in the number 5. And so I chose Aunt Dimity Digs In by Nancy Atherton. This book is 275 pages, which is my 5. So this is the 4th book in the Aunt Dimity series. It is a series I had wanted to continue in 2022, and part of that was rereading it. I have finally gotten around to actually picking some of the books up, so this seemed like a good time to stick it on my TBR and continue along with the series. Next, everybody needs to take a course from the Fine Arts and Humanities Historical Understanding subcategory. And for this, I have chosen to take Communication 2220, which is mass media history, and for this I need to listen to an ebook or an audiobook. And so I will be listening to Seeker's Fire in the Sky. I do own the physical copy, but I've been listening to the audiobooks of the series and absolutely love them. I see no reason why I won't be listening to the audiobook of book number 5, and in this series we're following a polar bear, a black bear, and a brown bear who are on a journey, and I can't really say what they're going to be doing in this one because it would be spoilers for the first 4, but I've really enjoyed getting to meet these bears and seeing the differences between the 3 different kinds of bears and some of the similarities. I am very excited to dive back into this series in September, and this is another one of those series that I had planned to get to in 2022, so finally making some progress with this one as well. Then the next course we need to take falls under the category of Fine Arts and Humanities with the subgenre Thoughts, Values, and Beliefs. And for this, I chose Philosophy 1110, Applied Critical Thinking, and that means I need to read a mystery, so I will be reading By Book or by Crook by Eva Gates. I know nothing about this other than that it's a cozy mystery. This is one of my summer covers because the cover gives me summer vibes, and I have a whole series on my channel where I pick 5 books off of my TBR that reminds me about the season we're in. In September, it is still technically summer in New York where I live, so I'm still working on my summer covers video. I will link that in the description below if you'd like to see the other books I chose and why specifically this cover gives me summer vibes. But I go into them blind, so I don't know anything about it other than that it's a cozy mystery, so I'm very excited to read this, and I'm hoping that I love it, even if it is a start of a series, which I've been trying to do less often. And then the last prompt is to get a foreign language, and I chose Elementary Foreign Language 1, and for this I have to read a book that is set in a different country to the one you live in, and I live in the United States, so I will be reading Aunt Dimity's Christmas by Nancy Atherton. This is the 5th book in the Aunt Dimity series, and this series takes place in a village named Finch, but it's a fictional village that takes place overseas in the UK, I believe. if memory serves. And yeah, that would definitely not be the United States, so this will be my choice for that, even though I'm not exactly looking forward to reading a book about Christmas in September. Not really the spooky vibes I'm going for. So this is my TBR for the SeasonAthon Academy. I'm very excited to be taking part. If you're taking part, which courses did you choose to take? And what books did you choose to fulfill them? All of my social media will be linked in the description below. If you've made it this far in the video, leave me emojis related to school. Like this video and subscribe to my channel, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye!